Alright, loading into game against Infest 696. Honestly, the best part of ranked is that no matter how many, or like before you get to platinum, which is garbage, but no matter how many games you lose, as long as you go on a winning streak later, it just makes up for it. It's so sweet. Looks like I'm playing against zombies, which Death Current is really strong against. Kills creatures no matter how big they are, unlike Epidemic or Firestorm. And the other cards in my hand don't do anything, so. Static Shock his face. Discard a Death Current and cast a Death Current. Sweet. So his best plays are probably going to be Dread Knights and whatchamacallits? Wraths, just because they're so large. But all of his removal, like his Wrath's Wills, Patrons, Direhound, those are all useless to him. Which is nice because I need all of the dead draws I can force my opponent to have if I'm going to draw poorly like this. I could level another Death Card, that would be nice. Scourge Flame Sorcerer doesn't really do anything. I'm going to kill it anyway because, got nothing else to do. We'll just Dreadbolt Death Current here. If he's only going to play 2 cards a turn, I can just 1 for 1 all the time. And it's going to be fine. Because eventually, my deck scales significantly better than his does. All I need to do is actually draw the Fiends and the Mortal Echoes. So far, I've not seen either. But, maybe in rank 2 I'll be able to get something going. The nice part about this package is it doesn't really matter when you draw it if your opponent's not pressuring you. Because it's not level gated at all. The Fiends will be more effective as you rank up. And the Immortal Echoes will always get Fiends back since they're always going to be level 1. This hand looks like it's going to be Static, Firestorm, Chaos Twister. Nothing else really to talk about. Yep, there's the Dread Knight, so I can cast Static Shock on his face, then Chaos Twister and Firestorm. So, let's go to my turn. Static Shock his face, Firestorm, and then Chaos Twister the Dread Knight. Actually, I'll Chaos Twister first, because I think its animation's a little shorter. This is what you have to think about when you're playing the spell deck. You just got to think of which animations are shorter. That way you can just, after you play your long animation spell, you can just sit back and wait for your turn to end. Okay, so no Fiend. I did draw an Immortal Echoes, but it's not nearly as good without any Fiends. So I'm probably not even going to cast it. Probably just cast Firestorm and Epidemic. And just level those cards up. Or maybe Epidemic, Immortal Echoes. It really depends on what he has. If he's got another Scourge Flame Sorcerer turn, I don't really need to cast Firestorm. But if he does have a Brute into Dread Knight, I probably want to be casting Firestorm. It just really depends. Well, Firestorm doesn't even kill his creature. We'll see. We'll see what he's got. Dread Knight. Hopefully he misses the trigger. Because it's either going to be a 6/4 or way larger than that. Yeah, okay. So he missed the trigger. Nothing he could control. It's just how it works. So I will kill both of his creatures here. Because I don't want him to draw a level 2 Dread Knight and then kill me. That would suck. Okay, so trying to draw some Fiends here. Maybe. Fiend Remembrance would even be fine. I'd take that. Just anything to let me get going. Yeah, okay, there's a Fiend, and then a level 2 Epidemic. He can Wrath's Will, my Indomitable Fiend, but that doesn't really matter because it puts it in my dead pile, which is where I want it to be. He's dealt 0 damage to me so far. That's pretty nice. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to kill that. I don't know if I want to Dreadbolt. I will Dreadbolt the Varna instead of Epidemic because if he plays a level 2 Dread Knight here, it's going to be real rough for me. Because he'll just play 2 creatures and they'll both have regen because I'm assuming they're all zombies. Except for Grimgaunt Predator. And I could just cast Indomitable Fiend to chump this guy, and then Dreadbolt this, so he has to cast Dread Knight and not get the bonus, or not get the bonus on Dread Knight. So there's a Remembrance, which is fine, though it's really tempting to just cast Death Current and Firestorm. I guess Remembrance makes me a 14/14, and I'm gonna need that to win the game eventually. Though Immortal Echoes is significantly better. So he casts his Regen Grimgaunt Predator. which is at what, 9 toughness? Hopefully Death Current doesn't hit. I want to cast Death Current here. I think it's better than any of my other options. There's only one thing it can hit that's awful, and okay, I hit it. So he got me. And then I can block either of these creatures and we'll be good. Yeah. 14/14. His Predator, his Devourer does kill my other fiends. But I can always Dreadbolt or Death Current that if I draw them. If I don't, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I'll just take damage from it for a while. I'm at 120 and it's rank 2. As the game goes on, my deck gets a little better and better each rank because I get to remove cards from my library, like Burnout, Remembrance, or Indomitable Fiend through Remembrance, and stuff like that. But his deck stays static. So I'm gonna cast Firestorm. No, Firestorm doesn't kill his keeper. Maybe I just cast Burnout on his Grimgaunt Devourer. I think that's okay. Not amazing, but okay. Because if I don't get to block the... If I don't block the Grimgaunt Devourer with my Indomitable Fiend, it's not going to be good for me. So I'll go ahead and attack here, then cast Burnout and Immortal Echoes. Or I could just cast Firestorm to kill his other Predator, or Devourer. Yeah, okay, I think that's a little better. It regens up a lot, so it's going to be real hard for me to kill. I need to draw the Dreadbolt pretty soon here. Or block it with Indomitable Fiend. That works too. I didn't get the block. I've got the Death Current though. I'm highly likely to kill his... Well, not highly likely. Because if he blocks, I can kill it. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty hard. Because he'll have to Static Shock some... Is that a Phytobomb? He's playing Phytobomb in his zombie decks just for a Fiend deck? Okay, that's a little bizarre, but it is good against me. It does save me 21 damage. What I could do is Epidemic to force him... Oh, he's got his own Epidemic. Okay. So I've got 2 Fiends and 4 Seedlings in my dead pile. So that's probably the death knell for me. I'm not sure why he's playing Phytobomb. Because I guess this matchup's really bad, but still. Let's cast Static Shock on his face, and then Epidemic, and then Death Current. With luck, I won't get back a Seedling, but if I do, I'm in rough shape. I can probably stall this game out for forever. Because I don't think he has enough creatures to kill me. Come on, not a Seedling. Oh, sweet. I actually didn't get a Seedling there. That's very important, because this puts me at even. If these 2 Fiends die, that means I'll have 4 Fiends that have died and 4 Seedlings that have died. Which is extremely important, because that means I've got a 50-50 shot at... I don't think casting multiple Phytobombs is going to be what he wants to do. Like, I understand it's good, but he has to actually win the game at some point. He has to block these cards. So I'm going to cast Static Shock on his face to get the 2 damage in there. Chaos Twister his Seedlings away, and then Death Current his other 2 cards. This way my Seedlings don't die immediately. I get an extra 3 damage out of that. He didn't play his Dread Knight last rank, so he's only got a level 2 Dread Knight. Cast Immortal Echoes anyway, because he's definitely going to kill these Seedlings this turn. They're on the aggressive now. Cast Immortal Echoes anyway, I think. Getting back Seedlings is definitely horrible. Well, maybe I just cast Undying Legacy instead and force my my Fiends to live. I don't think he has any good ways to deal with a 20/20. And I could just cast Death Current and Undying Legacy and be pretty set. If he doesn't kill any of my Seedlings, Immortal Echoes isn't going to do anything anyway, because it won't bring anything back if my lanes are full. I think the first Phytobomb was fine. The second one just seemed really bad. Like, you can't just rely on Phytobombs. Especially when I have 2 creatures in play that are really hard to deal with. You actually have to deal with them. You can't just Phytobomb and hope my next plays aren't going to be as good. Like, that, come on. That's not how it works. You have to try to win the game, not just try to not lose it. What's taking so long? Is he very displeased with the was okay? No, he's just thinking, just taking his time. So he can throw a like Abyssal Brute here, or maybe he'll just Epidemic again. Bitter Frost Totem. That's interesting. So let's cast Undying Legacy and Dreadbolt his keeper. These seedlings are gonna do some work on him, I think. Or I could just cast Immortal Echoes. That doesn't seem very good though. Immortal Echoes is 50-50 to bring back a seedling, which not worth playing, I think. I'd rather just kill his creature. And I could Static Shock his face for the leftover damage. This damage the seedlings provides is definitely not irrelevant. Since I've got Static Shocks in my deck, I can just keep lobbing Static Shocks and Burnouts at him. I can even cast Undying Legacy on my Indomitable Fiend again. That way, when it... Though, if he's Utera for Phytobomb, he might also have Botanimate. So I might not want to cast Undying Legacy on two Undying Legacies on the same creature. Because if he Phytobombs it, or if he Botanimates it, or Dendrifies it, like it's just a waste of 2 plays. Okay, there's the Epidemic. I will cast Immortal Echoes this turn, because I have nothing else to do. Immortal Echoes, Static Shock, Undying Legacy. It's kind of like my best plays. I could level Death Current, but I don't. Actually, he's just dead, right? Because this is 16 plus 4. Yeah. Man, beat a Phytobomb deck with Fiend. We're gonna count that as a Phytobomb deck. So that's 2.2. I think I'll play a couple more games, then I'll just do the rest of Silver on my own. Maybe I'll just do like a couple of ranks on my own. Who knows? Silver takes a little bit longer than Bronze because you can't lose ranks in Bronze. You can lose ranks in Silver. But if you just win streak in Silver, you can go super far. Anyway, I'll end this one and go to the next.